Hi! Are you ready for another cool story? You can see we've got one today. It's written by Mary Hoffman, and you're going, Mary Hoffman. Oh, she wrote Amazing Grace and Princess Grace. And you know, I found out she's written over 90 books. Can you imagine that? 90 books. Wow. Well, today's story is about a boy called Tyler who has some questions about why things are the way they are. And it all starts, the questions all start when the angel that goes on top of their Christmas tree is broken. Let's read. An Angel Just Like Me, written by Mary Hoffman, illustrated by Cornelius Van Wright and Yinghua Hu. It was nearly Christmas, and everyone in the family was busy except for Tyler. LaBelle and Marcy were putting up holly and ivy. Their mother and father were bringing in a big Christmas tree, and TJ was sorting through the old box of decorations. Even Simone was sticking paper chains together. Tyler was the only one with nothing to do, so he teased Bagel, the dog. "Oh no," said TJ after a while. "Look at this angel." Everyone stopped what they were doing and looked at the angel. It was broken in half. "We'll have to get a new one," sighed Mom. Tyler picked it up. "Why do angels all look like girls?" he asked. "Can't boys be angels?" But no one answered. "Why do they all have gold hair?" asked Tyler. "And why are they always pink? Aren't there any black angels?" "Good question," said Dad. "There may be, but I've never seen one." "I'm going to find one," announced Tyler. "I'm going to get a new angel for our tree, one that looks just like me." Now that Tyler had a special job, he worked hard at it. Every day after school, he went shopping and looked at angels. Some were big and some were small. Some had straight hair and some had curls. They all had wings. But Tyler couldn't find one that looked like him. And another thing, none of the angels on the Christmas cards or wrapping paper looked like him either. Some played beautiful gold harps and trumpets. Some perched on rooftops or lolled on clouds. But Tyler couldn't find a single one that looked like him. Tyler thought maybe Santa Claus could help. At Fogelman's, there was a Santa Claus with curly white hair and a beard and red cheeks that matched his clothes. But Tyler thought he couldn't be the real one. Somehow, Tyler had always imagined that Santa Claus might look a little like his own dad. Just as Tyler was turning away, another Santa came in to take over. This one wore his beard like shaving cream on his brown face. He had a huge stomach. Tyler poked him. "Hi, Carl," he said. "Is that stomach all yours?" "Hi, Tyler," said the Santa. "Nah, it's a cushion." "But you're not supposed to recognize me. This is my holiday job." Carl was an art student who was sometimes the children's babysitter when Mom and Dad both had to work late. Tyler told Carl his problem. "I see," said Carl. "I never thought about that. But you're right. You should be able to find angels like you." "There's not much time left," said Tyler. "I guess if I can't find my angel, I'll just have to get a star instead. A star's the same for everyone." On Christmas Eve, Tyler's family went to church. Inside, there was a nativity scene with Jesus and his family. Animals, shepherds, and the three kings crowded the stable too. "Hey," said Tyler, "that king looks a lot like you, Dad." But the angels were just like the ones he'd seen in the shops, and something else was beginning to bug Tyler. That night, before the children went to sleep, their mother read them the story of the first Christmas again. "So, Jesus was born in Bethlehem, right?" asked Tyler. "Right," said Mom, "over 2,000 years ago." "And that's in Israel, right?" said Tyler. "And Mary and Joseph were Jewish, right?" "Right again," said Mama. "Jesus too. They all lived in the Middle East." "Then why doesn't the baby in the stable at church look Jewish?" asked Tyler. "He had yellow hair." "Well, you can be Jewish and still have yellow hair," said Mom, but her head was beginning to ache. "Well, what about 2,000 years ago?" persisted Tyler. "What did the baby Jesus really look like?" "It's a good question," sighed Mom. "You're full of them this Christmas, but I don't know the answers. And if you don't go to sleep now, tomorrow's question is going to be, where's our Christmas dinner? Good night, Tyler." On the other side of town, Santa Claus was working late. Christmas Day was always special at Tyler's house. There were 2 grandmas and 1 grandpa, an aunt and 3 cousins, and even a visiting dog for Babel to play with. It was as crowded as the stable in church. Tyler looked up at the brand new gold star on the top of the tree and gave a little sigh. "Stars are good," said Dad. "They are the same for everyone." "Yes," said Tyler, "but you can see stars in the sky almost any night. They're not as special as angels." At that moment, Mom walked in with a package. "Late delivery from Santa," she told Tyler. "This just came for you." It was the most beautifully carved wooden angel. And, apart from the wings, it looked just like Tyler. The next day, Tyler went to see Carl and invite him back to share all the food that was left over from Christmas dinner. "It was my best present," he told Carl. "Only now, I want you to make something else." "Okay," said Carl. "What is it?" "You see," said Tyler, "now that my friends have seen my angel, they all want angels just like them." The end. So, Tyler asked some difficult questions, didn't he? Yep. What did you think of the answers he got? Have you ever asked or thought of questions like that? What did you think of the answers someone gave you? You know, in reading the story, I kept thinking of the story in the Bible where some moms and dads wanted to bring their kids to see Jesus, and Jesus's friends, the disciples, said, "No, no, 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 he's way too busy to talk to kids." And Jesus instead said, "Of course I have time for kids. Let them come to me. Yes." And, you know, Jesus loves everyone, but I think he especially loves kids. He especially loves all of you watching this video who are kids. And you know what? I think one of the reasons he especially loves you is because you guys sometimes ask really tough questions. And you don't take no for an answer, right? Sometimes, right? Asking questions can be really important sometimes, right? It can lead to some things needing to change, right? So, keep on asking questions. Keep looking for good answers. And have a happy holiday season. Merry Christmas, right? Bye. See you next week.